a really quiet hike as well, that's another positive. It's not a weekend, but during week you'll not see many people. Nice weather, cold but nice. See how cold it is. I think I am turning right. There's Mamtor on the horizon. I think we will be going up there, coming back here. Let's see. Confident this is right. I think the hill in the background there is the back end of Kinder Scout, and over there is Mamtor and the Great Ridge. In the valley there, Castleton and Hope. So that's the kind of area we're in at the moment. Final big climb before Alport Castles. I've got about 5 miles left, which I don't think's right. I'm sure it's a 9-mile hike. But my watch is showing 5 miles, so we'll see. We're nearing the highest point. The view of Hope Valley is amazing with fog. Probably won't come out on camera. Yeah, we're walking parallel to the Great Ridge and Kinder Scout just over there, and we're on the straight path to Alport Castles, just winding along Snake Pass, which is just below us. So you're kind of heading away from Ladybower Reservoir. And we'll circle back round and I think end up on the path down there in the valley, but we'll see. I'm not sure about that bit. Just one for my diary to look back on in a year or so. What's been wrong with me? Last month I got diagnosed with hypothyroidism. So they put me on a course of drugs which are meant to act as almost a reset. Just finished the course, so it's now time to see if that has an impact on how my body's handling fat. I'm fitter than I've been in 8 years, but can't seem to burn that liquidy fat. That's what I've struggled with. I can jog 20 miles if I wanted, still won't make a difference. So we'll see how that goes coming into the new year. I can revisit. The doctor said go and see him again mid to late December. Review where I'm at, review the changes in my body, have more blood tests, and hopefully we're on the up and up. But yeah, my new gym's good. I'm doing more and more there, so I'm hoping to keep it to 3 gym routines a week and 2 long runs outdoors, and just see where we end up. So this is kind of a hike to clear my head, because it's been really foggy lately with everything really. I think a lot of people are the same. outside influences just affecting everything. So hopefully get back on track and have a better year next year, whatever that looks like. Just got up to the highest point, and the far side on the horizon there's the eastern hills of Ladybower. Highly recommend that hike. The views are amazing. You kind of go in the opposite direction to this one, but we're still walking parallel to Kinder Scout, which we will be for a mile or so yet. And I remember this path coming up very well. Yeah, I've waited a long time to redo this hike. The first time I tried it, I came with my mum, and the wind was that bad. If you tipped a bottle of water out, it poured upwards, because basically the wind comes from the valley next to us, comes up off the edge there, and that's what was happening. And we got to Alport Castles. We couldn't walk to the edge because the wind was that strong, so I've been waiting for the ideal day to do this hike, and I think I've found it. Fingers crossed. We're not far off Alport Castles now, and the path I'm coming up to, I used to have a video of my mum on it, and she was getting blown off sides of the path. So I don't think I've got it anymore. If I have, I'll put it up, but that's my lasting memory of this hike, so hopefully this time I can actually finish it. Let's see. Yeah, I had a video on this stone path right where we are now, and my mum were getting blown off it. Nice day today though, so I'm confident I will finally get to see Alport Castles in all its glory. Now we might look to have fallen down. I think in this rocky little valley that's coming up is where Alport Castles are. Just rocky mounds basically. Things have got a bit barren. Absolutely silent up here. Can see into the valley, just nothing that impressive just yet. There's our first view of Alport Castles. So what we'll be doing is seeing them from the top, then dropping down to look at them from below. It's like some climbers out. Can see someone sat at the lookout already. Hopefully they'll bugger off before I get there. I'm going to film from here just in case there's a big reveal, because the ground literally dropped away from us. I think this is where me and my mum got to several years ago. Couldn't go near edge because of wind, it was too dangerous. So let's see how cool Alport Castles are. Oh, it's high, Jesus. Wow. Whoa, that's insane. I don't know if the video does it justice. It's massive. Crazy long way down. So I'm going no closer. We will be having to walk down into that valley there. It's pretty cool. May sit down here and have something to drink, maybe even some food. Let's see what's at the further edge. Didn't think it was this high, Jesus. Cool. I would say that's it. So I'm going to walk back round and actually go down there. Cool. Get that weird feeling when your legs go. If you're scared of heights, you'll know what I mean. It's kind of like a Call of the Void, is it? Where you would prefer to jump off and get the sensation over with than feel like it. Dangerous feeling to have. If you were wondering what Alport Castles actually is, it's believed to be the biggest ever landslip in Britain. Basically, half the hillside just separated and slid away, creating a unique sort of valley, and the remnants of which was the tower, which is what we're heading towards now and what we've just looked down on. So this was previously connected to this, and it slipped in one go, and this is the aftermath. Tower will be coming into view over this hill. There it is. I'm probably not going to go all the way down there. I'll find somewhere to eat. The castle, or the tower, sorry, should be coming back into view again now. That's impressive. Cameras don't do it justice, I'm sure. But yeah, this is Alport Castles. This entire rock face slipped away, fell into the valley. Biggest one in British history apparently. We'll go a bit further, have a look down. If you ever come here though, just be diligent of rockfall, because I've already seen one small rock fall. Nothing major, but it's unnerving when you're walking between rock faces in an area that's known to have slipped. Brilliant. Way bigger than I thought it were. So you can actually see where this land used to be connected. And that's the tower. Just gonna find a good rock to eat off. Got my stove. Here we go. There's this shit everywhere. Brilliant. I'll go with this one then. Dropping down into the valley. Never been this way before. Kind of winding back towards Alport Castles. I might get another view of them here. So we're now weaving down between the mounds created by the landslip. Kind of little dunes everywhere. I feel like we're going away from car, but I'm just following what my watch says. Right, now we're on the back side of the tower, which is over there. And we're heading towards Alport Plantation. And then we drop down to Snake Pass, cross over, and head back towards Ladybower. So that's where I just had my dinner, up there. So there's the tower of Alport Castles. We're down in the valley. We're going to be going across the river, back on ourselves, through the farmhouse, and all the way along the road back to Snake Pass. I think there's about 4 miles left, 3 to 4 miles left. No clue why my watch is showing 2 miles. I think that is to like the next point of interest, but I don't know. They've updated Garmin, so I ain't got a clue. But we're going to wind our way down to the river. Be nice if it's summer down here, I bet. Bit boggy at the minute. I think the cow's stuck in the mud. They're all like surrounding it and mooing, and the bulls come out of that field to help. I don't know, but it all seems to be surrounding a cow in the middle of that swamp. Oh, it's kicking off. Oh, it's moving. It's weird. It's kind of gathering. So we're about to drop down to Snake Pass and cross over. And wind down Snake Pass back to the car. I think there's still one quite big uphill. Look behind us, we can still see Alport Castles. I would estimate 3 miles left. Running out of sunlight as well. Got my head torch just in case. Just got to cross fucking Snake Pass. Brilliant. Here we go. Through. Boom. Thought I was going to have to walk through the river then, but just seen a bridge. Sunlight's fading, but we're getting there. Can't work out if we're going up or down here. I think down because we need to be back in the hills. The last climb of the hike's coming up. We're going to be heading towards Snake Pass again, crossing over, going up through the trees and meeting back where we started this morning. So behind me is Low Barn. That's what my watch was telling me distance to. So there's actually, now there's 1.7 mile left. Not too bad, but there's one big uphill, so hopefully get done before sun goes down. Tired. Back over the Snake. And the final climb begins. Oh, we're nearing the top. Sun's on its way down now. Should make it back to the car before dark. Well, we're back to the route we started on this morning. We were meant to be going through there, which is a nice woodland walk, but the path's closed because they've started tree felling in there. So unfortunately I'm finishing the walk on the route I took coming in. But it's nice anyway. Would have been nice to have a slightly different end to walk. So, would I recommend the walk? Yes, I would. One of the nicest ones around here. It was nice to get out, clear my head a bit, have a think about things we are. my phone going off and messaging people. Just me. Good to get off my health as well. I've not been doing it much lately, so hopefully set me up for a good end to the year. Try and focus a bit more on things that I want to improve on and see what the new year brings. But yeah, I definitely needed this hike. About the right distance, good weather, not too far from home. So yeah, certainly recommended. Alport Castles. I've put a map at the end where I went, but it's a slight deviation from the old trails route, but that's just because there's a closed path. Yeah, good walk, enjoyed it. Downhill all the way to the car now. Right, very basic rundown of the hike today. As you can see at the top right here, it's 9 miles, 2,109 foot of elevation. First point of interest is Derwent Overlook Car Park, which is the one at the side of the road before you get to Fairholmes Car Park. Top of the screen here we've got Alport Castles. A bit of information there for you. And underneath that is the tower. So straight from the car, you're straight into the hills through the woods. Nice section of the walk, to be honest. And on the left here is Lockerbrook Farm, which you will pass, and then you head right into the hills and up the long slog towards Alport Castles, which is here. So I'll show you, actually that's about where I stopped to look down. You don't have to go all the way to the end, you can just turn back here. So yeah, turn back, head down and back up. So I'll just show you. I had lunch probably about halfway down the lower blue line. So yeah, again, you don't have to go right to the end. You can pretty much see everything maybe halfway down each offshoot. And then this is heading down into the valley towards Alport Farm, which will lead onto the long gravel track. Bit boring, but some decent views. And this is where you cross over the A57, also known as Snake Pass, onto what I think was the most boring part of the hike. But there's no option to cut across the field at the other side of the Snake Pass. So it's either doing an out and back from Alport Castles or doing this relatively boring segment. But one positive was once you got here onto the uphill, this section had some very nice views down the valley, across the valley. So it made up for it basically. And this section was all closed. The rest of the green line doesn't exist anymore effectively. All the forest surrounding it has been cut down. They're going to be replanting it. But for now, that path is closed, so I just took the same route I'd taken on the way up, which is still a nice walk, to be honest. You get the views that you don't get when you're walking up the hill. So overall, highly recommend the hike. Very simple, easy to find your way around.